Ouch. That was like painful. What's up, sweetie?
Hey. Hey guys, I know I'm a little late today. I had to go do some blood work, so I got my Wonder Woman bracelets on. Blood didn't want to come out as planned, you know, it was rolling a little slow, so they had to do multiple sites, I mean, but it's no big deal. But I'm excited because I want to do the Q&A, and I've heard we got a lot of great questions. So, Rod, hit it.
Well, we may have to do this in a couple different parts because there were so many questions that came through, which is good.
Oh, you know what? You know what we'll do then? We'll get some like we're doing now, and then maybe tomorrow you can field through more. So even the old ones, go through it all to the new ones. So please keep commenting.
At least we'll comment on the actual comment itself.
Please do.
So this one's from Robin. She's saying, is TPN an option to help gain weight slowly for you?
That's a great question, Robin. And I used to have a TPN actually in this arm, then it went back to this arm, then it went back to this arm.
It went to the neck at one point. Well, not TPN.
Well, it wasn't a TPN, but that was I had a tube here, but I can't remember why. But anyhow, what's going on I'm sorry, sorry guys. What happened is I actually tried to get the TPN done again, and I have too much scar tissue, and also my immune system is low. So even if I tried 2 different hospitals in each arm, they couldn't do it. But the TPN formula also weakened my other organs, and you can't absorb it as much, I'm learning. And due to my low immune system, they said that no more tubes because you're at risk for infection. Like I had a staph infection that almost took me out from the TPN, a fungal infection that I got in the TPN. So they were right. I mean, it was great at the time because that was the only option I had, but unfortunately, or actually fortunately, I'm going to do things orally, which is the safest method.
You're training your system.
And training my system to work again.
Break it down and everything.
And it doesn't want to work if I don't move it.
All right, we have another one from Missy. Do you still suffer from anorexia? Thoughts?
Missy, that's a very, very good question. The answer is absolutely I do. Yes. It's more of a white noise, but also instinctively, I rewired my brain so much that if I saw food, I would go, I hesitate. So now it takes a while to get your neurons, because I'm basically refiring them now the opposite way, and you have to train it. It doesn't happen overnight. It actually been taking years, and so now when I'll still hesitate, but it's not as much anorexia. For me is more self-punishing, and I'm still working on that. So now, if I still have the hesitation, but I'm overriding those instinctive responses I created by not eating to translate now into, no, let's eat.
Yeah, so you're able to channel more of a logical answer to.
Yeah, and it all lies, when you're hurting yourself, all of that is in the emotional part of the brain. So staying channeled and having Rachael working, because Rachael comes up and goes, boom. That's what I take about negativity. So I kind of call it a little bit of a third person because I realized I missed Rachael.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Aw. Okay, next one.
One.
This one is from Annette, and it looks like a lot of people are also saying how much they love the Stay Clutch and the little emojis that follow the videos and stuff like that. But she was saying, what are your tips for how to stay clutch?
That's a very good question. during the day, we have multiple setbacks, right? My body, anybody, we all have multiple setbacks throughout the day. And instead of looking at it as like, oh God, now again, what now, body? What's now? Now you're not going to do this, or now somebody, whatever. It was totally irrelevant. Now what I do is, by staying clutch, I look at every setback as a comeback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I look at that as, you know what?
I like that.
If I couldn't, this problem wasn't given to me if I can't handle it. This setback is happening because I can handle it. And I will become stronger if I do. And rolling that tape over and over, like I said, with the reprogramming of the neurons, it takes time.
It takes repetition,
and
right?
I really have you guys to thank for all of that too.
So your setback sets up for a comeback.
Right.
Words,
a setback is a comeback. Then you make a plan. Then you
chess match.
Yeah, it really is. But it's also a direct line from point A to point B. If I let the emotions get in the way, then I go point A to point B and stay focused,
I'm going to give you a couple more here. Good. This one's from Nora.
Hi, Nora.
She says, how do you deal with anxiety?
Oh, Nora, that's an amazing question as well. I have to tell you, because anxiety...
I picked some good ones, didn't I?
You did, I know. I'm like, these are all awesome. Anxiety, I have to tell you, I'm going to tell you guys eventually what happened in treatment centers. Why did I go to Portugal? What happened I have a lot of stuff that hasn't been said yet, right? And it gave me PTSD even more, and also anxiety. But there are good parts of the treatment as well. But that's when I would experience in the hospital, my heart, it's anxiety provoking being in a hospital for like 9-10 months for a year. It wears it. I am so lucky because I wouldn't have made it. But you can imagine anxiety happens. And what I learned to do is stop sweating the small stuff, because I saw what it did to Rod and everyone else, and it was such a wake-up call that I need to get this taken care of and handle this anxiety, because it's coming out in this way. This is how my anxiety came out, because of things that had happened. And what I learned is, by talking about it, being vulnerable, and then telling myself, this was told to me one time, is this really am I even gonna remember this 10 years from now? Probably. The little things of anxiety. What am I worrying about? I'm worrying about things I can't control and can't change.
Exactly.
So now I calm myself.
Do triggers roll in the same type of category, and you kind of knowing with what triggers you, what makes you anxious, so of your history, what...
Yeah, but the thing
can almost look out for it in a way.
What happened was I would avoid my triggers.
Yeah.
Now, I can't do that. You walk out, or I walk out, I would get triggered, or somebody says something, or... oh, I didn't, whatever. But what I, instead of fighting the triggers, I took a different approach. And these are all things that, and again, I'm not a doctor. It's just things that I've evolved with through my experience. And what I was saying was that the triggers, I now welcome them. So I'm going to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Because Rachel's going to be there now to override it. I can't avoid them anymore, because they're going to happen. That's life. And I can't live in a bubble. So I engage the triggers, and Rachel, boom, to the rescue.
The Rachel face comes on, huh?
I'm trying to still love. I have to talk about it in a third person. It just helps me love myself. It's harder if I just say me. I don't know if that makes sense, but...
So this is the last two-part question from Lydia, and it's right at 10 minutes, and I was trying to make it under 10, but we'll do this last double question. How are you combating negative thoughts every day?
Great question. Combating negative thoughts is all day long, right? So what I do is I try to get myself out of an emotional place, and just talk to myself, talking myself down from it. And that helps a lot. It really does. It really helps bring that, I'm so sorry.
I think though too, when I notice you're in that mindset, I think change of environment works with you, to help you. And I think that when you're in a negative space...
Right. See, what happens is I will forget mid-thought, and then I'm like, what was I talking about? So I apologize for that, but it was... How do I
combat negative
thoughts? Yeah, what it is an all day thing, and I voice them if I need to. Like I'll tell Rod.
So you don't suppress them. You're outspoken about
That's it. That's what thank you, Rod, so much. That's what I was trying to say. Instead of suppressing them, because eventually the cup runneth over, right? Yeah. And then for me, this happens.
When you ball it all up, then it just takes a little bit to just make you go over the top. Anyone,
Well, I mean, I think we can all relate. So I like to look at things in the human condition element, and I'm sorry, my brain space, it's still nutrition is restoring, and I've been working on it. I couldn't put two sentences or two words together.
You're on schedule to have your salmon right after this. I know. We'll have it right before next time.
Next time I will have my salmon before this, yeah.
All right, last part of the two-part question.
I'm so sorry.
Lydia.
I'm sorry, Lydia.
She's asking, how do you stay consistent and... in recovery and maintain accountability?
That's a great question. I have a team together, and now it looks like I will have a dietitian, which I'm really excited about because that's another accountability factor. But I really want to tell you guys, you hold me accountable. You're my family. You hold me accountable. And then, as a result, I'm starting to go, I'm holding me accountable. Mm-hmm. So it's evolving, and it's exciting because I never thought that I couldn't imagine ever being free from all this darkness. I just can't explain it. It's amazing.
So everybody plays their part of accountability.
Right. I mean, we have you, my family, are my big accountability. Of course, Rod, my team, new dietitian, that's going to be even more helpful. But myself now, I'm starting to own it, mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it for sure.
Well, thank you.
I'm seeing it too, so.
And then, I answer both of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it would be best to get more of them under the belt like this. We'll do another one.
Yeah.
Like a 2 or 3 part. Even.
Yeah, like I was saying, is Rod will go back through the old ones as well as some new ones, and then add on today.
Yeah, comment below, people.
I'm going to answer. So I'm just blessed that you guys care enough to ask.
And we hope it was helpful.
Stay clutch, poop unicorns, crap rainbows all day long.